Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. I did it.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to be cutting my hair at home, even though I have no professional experience or anything. Um, just don't try this at home unless you wish to take the risk of possibly ruining your hair. But I was impulsive and decided I want to cut my hair. So this is my hair before I had washed it or even started the cutting process. Alright, so I've just gotten out of the shower and I'm just gonna really quickly, dry off my hair so it's not dripping or soaking wet when I go to cut it. So after I had gotten done towel drying my hair just a little bit, I didn't want my hair to be too dry, but now I'm just going in and I'm just brushing out my hair because there were still some knots in it, and it was, well, number one, it was bothering me and I just wanted it to be brushed out. So when I had gone to put it into a ponytail, which you'll see here in a minute. Alright, so here I am. I'm just putting the brush down and then just getting my hair into a quick ponytail towards the top middle of my head, basically making myself look like a unicorn. Kind of like a unicorn cut, but it's just one ponytail instead of two. So the reason that I am cutting my hair at home is because it's been very heavy. Like, I don't know, if you have long hair, you know, but I also wanted to get some form of layers in my hair, not a lot of layers, but just a tiny amount, to still be able to take some of that weight off, but to keep my length, because I do really enjoy my long hair. So I knew because I had thinner hair that I wasn't going to be able to have a lot of layers, just because my hair just, it wouldn't look good at all. But anyway, here I am. I'm just kind of putting a towel down where the sink is so that my hair doesn't go down the drain or anything. So it'll just kind of fall onto the towel instead of anything else. And then I'm just going through with a comb. I had gotten all the scissor shears and stuff for my hair at Walmart, which I'll show some pictures of what I used on the screen here. But anyway, I'm just going through and brushing my hair. And just, I was struggling to be able to do this. I'd like to mention that. It was a lot harder than I had thought. But yeah, here I am with the shears, or hair scissors, whatever we wish to call them. But it was very difficult to be able to try and get my hair cut straight and everything. But I was trying my really best, and I do really enjoy the outcome of my hair, so I am glad that I did that. I'd cut off maybe about, I'm trying to think, is that 2-3 inches? It wasn't a lot because I didn't want to overdo it. After a while I was struggling, I finally had gotten more comfortable to finally be able to cut my hair, so here it is. And now I get to wave goodbye to my dead ends. And then here I'm just trying to make sure that it is a straight cut so that it doesn't look, lopsided or anything. I was really trying really hard to make sure that it wasn't lopsided or anything, or that it was as straight as I could get it. Alright, so here I am just cutting a little bit more. I'll admit that I had been finding this extraordinarily fun, cutting my hair. And I had kind of gotten a little scissor happy, so this is like the third time I'm going back in to like straighten out my hair. However, keep in mind that I am not taking off. I'm taking off barely anything, if I'm being honest. And then here I'm just trying this technique because I had seen a couple of people doing this. I guess it's to try to make your hair look more quote unquote natural. I'm really not sure what the purpose of this is, but I had gotten frustrated with it because I'm like, I'm not getting any hair off, so I had basically just given up at that point. And then I went in again because I'm like, the cut's still not straight. I gotta get at least a tiny bit more off. And I'll admit I got anxious because I was like, I'm enjoying this too much. I'm getting a little too scissor happy. So, oh yeah, I tried to use the comb, as you see here, to like just cut with the comb to keep it straight, like the cut straight. I'm sorry if I'm not describing that very well. But yeah, I had quickly just tossed the comb aside because I'm like, this isn't helping me. This is making this 10 times more difficult. Maybe that's because I'm incapable of being able to use my left hand. I don't know. I'm a righty, in case that wasn't obvious from the video. I guess it wasn't obvious because the video's mirrored, so it looks like I'm using my left hand. But anyway, yeah, I was finding this so fun, but at the same time, I was like, my back hurts from washing my hair, and I was getting close to being done, but it was very fun. I have to admit, it really was fun. And then I'm, again, going back in, cutting off a tiny bit. Not a lot, because I really didn't want to have my hair, like, short, because I really do love my long hair. I mean, it's long, no matter how much length I had taken off. It's very long. I could have cut off probably 6 more inches if I wanted to, and it would have been okay. But I didn't feel like pushing my luck or anything. And I'm just here trying to see if the cut is straight, and then it was not. So I just took the little bits and pieces that weren't straight, and I just cut those tiny pieces off. And here I am cleaning off the scissors because I am done with them. Now I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna brush my hair out. And then after I brush my hair out, I'm just gonna flip my head over so I can brush my hair again, because when I flip my hair over like that, it knots itself back up again. It's quite annoying. Here I am I was just shaking my hair out and trying to see if maybe the knots would work themselves out, because I really didn't feel like brushing my hair again for the 10th time in that night, because I was doing this at nighttime. Because I honestly had nothing better to do. But as I had said numerous times, it was extraordinarily fun doing this for me. So after finally being able to split my hair down the middle, here is basically the final product. I know it doesn't look that different from my original hair before I had cut it, but to me, it felt a lot lighter, and I do have a little bit of, I don't know if layers is the right word, but I'm just gonna say layers. A tiny bit of layers in my hair, which I didn't want a lot anyway, so I am happy with how it turned out. And I'm just kind of pulling at different pieces, trying to see if they were the same length, but I gave up because I just suck at doing that, apparently. I couldn't grab the right pieces for the right size. Anyway, I'm just here spraying my hair down with some detangler and stuff, just so I can go through and brush out my hair to see what it would look like when it's straight, because I do have straight hair. I will admit I had thought about also doing my little face framing bang pieces, but I had quickly decided against that because honestly I didn't want to push my luck too much, because my hair had turned out wonderful and I did not feel confident doing my bangs at all. I was already anxious enough trying to cut my own hair, but I am really glad that I did cut my hair. here are the results. Haha, you thought those were the actual results. Just kidding. I actually went back in and put my hair back up into the ponytail. But this time I'm not going to be cutting off as much as I did the first time. I'm just going through and ensuring that everything is in fact straight. Alright, so this is the finished product.